Alright, welcome back to Dale Kramer's Custom Cars and any fucking thing you could fucking think about because you want to get it fucking done because spring is fuck. Oh, jeez. $5 per swear word? Oh, man. Man, that's gonna be expensive, that one. Man. Oh, well. I'm sorry. I don't swear too much, but boy, I just can't stand the fucking excitement. Oh, darn it, there I go again. Man, I'm so sorry. Anyway, just a little quick update on little things I've been doing with the truck, you know. I put the wiring in, the computer's up there somewhere. You can kind of see it there. There it is right there. But, yeah, it's buried behind all the wiring. And, yeah, then I put the air conditioner condensation line in tonight, you know. So when I'm enjoying my AC, hopefully it works. Then, I'll be able to have the water run out. It runs out right beside the transmission, and the line goes below the tranny, so it hits the ground, you know. And then, you know, I had to put one of these. By the way, those wires down there, those are for the radio and for the cigarette lighter. And the cigarette lighter has to run across the floor here because tonight I put that deal in there, that receptacle between the two seats. I thought, yeah, that'd be cool, but I gotta run the wires yet. I don't have no wire covering the, you know, the outside, you know, sheathing. So I couldn't do that tonight either, you know. And then I rewired the headlights so that way I have park lights and lights at the same time. Here, let's put the four-ways on. Just imagining when I hit that deer. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's just close this one. See, now I got park lights. I wanted to have park lights, you know. This lens must be blurry or something. It kind of reminds me of Christine, the movie, don't it? It's kind of weird looking, but it also reminds me of a nice, like ZZ Top's car, or I don't know, it just reminds me of things like that. Kind of a weird thought. Yeah, and then I had to run a ground from the alternator case to the firewall here, so I did that, so that way the regulator can pick it up a lot faster because I was running a little high on volts, and that took care of that. So, yeah, and then I had my tires, I took them in today and got them balanced. But this thing's going to have a heck of a rake because I'm going to put a 1-inch raising block between the leaf spring and the rear end housing between the leasing pad. Because I'm afraid once I hook the trailer on, that's not going to be enough suspension travel. It's going to hit that fender. So I'm going to have to do that. That's why I didn't put the back wheels on. I just kind of leaned them up there. Looks like I got a bent axle, huh? Would that be bent? Holy cow. And yeah, like I said, these are the wires for the radio, and I got to run them across. This is an antenna from my GPS spawner, but it has to be fastened as well. And I think what we can do here, let's shut that off. And then let's shut the lights off so we're not hurting the battery. So, and then, yeah, and then I had to move this arm over, you know, so I got to spray paint that hole. But I had to move it over because when I put this down, then the arm would hit this hose. Now it sits between everything here, you know. And let's see, let's walk around this side. Like I said, I've been working on the truck, just little things. I got the front fenders ordered, by the way. Remember them fenders I explained in the other video? I ordered them. So I'm going to put them on the front here, and I'll paint them red as well. Somebody told me to paint them black, but nah, I think they'll stand out too far. Yeah, and then I put on this license plate frame. couldn't put it here because I don't know if you can see that, but got my trailer light harness here between the hitch. So you couldn't mount the plate here, which would have been cool. I held it here, that looked stupid. And then over here, I had to tuck it underneath a little bit because, you know, get it even with the fender so you're not hitting it and ripping it off. And so that's just going to work for now. I don't know if I'll do anything different for it. You know, I think it looks okay, you know. It's not the best, but it's not the worst by far either. Man, too many burnouts. I bent the axle. Anyway, no, that wheel's just leaning there. What else did I do? Oh yeah, and then I put my AC condenser here. You know, so that way, I mean, you know it's always been there. I put this foam around it with tin foil. You know, turned out okay though. I think it looks okay, you know. Yeah, it doesn't look the best, but it don't look the worst either, you know. At least I'll stay cool, hopefully, in the cab. I still got that hose I'm waiting for. And they called my drive shaft is done, so tomorrow morning I'm heading up to St. Cloud, Minnesota to get my drive shaft. And so I'll be able to finally put the power to the wheels. Oh yeah, I bled out the brakes. They're still a little soft. I think I still got some air in them, you know. So that's got to be corrected as well. You can see my computer in there. Yeah. But anyway, I think that cigarette lighter thing, I think that'll work okay there, you know. Wanted to put it on the dash, but yeah, well. But yeah, I still got vent work to run those vents. You know, run each one up to these vents in the windshield up here. You know, there's two of them, one there and then one over there. So then I got to run tubes to them, and then the two middle ones, I think I'm just gonna put rotating vents on them so you can rotate them in every direction or shut them off or whatever. I just need some defrost vents, you know. In case in the winter time, you know, when I'm driving at 230. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. But in the fall or in the spring, if it's a little chilly out or something, at least I'll have defrost, you know. Still wondering about that shifter though. I don't know. I ordered a cable from my other one because the shifter, it's too far ahead. It kind of gets into my leg. And I wish the shifter was back here a little bit. And with a cable one, I could do that. I may end up yanking that out. It works great though, otherwise. It works just awesome. There's no reverse lockout on this one though, too. That's another downfall about it. It's the old Indymatic one, remember that? Years ago. But it looks nice in here though. It works really well, but I could put a longer rod on it and make a new hole and put a new piece of metal there and fix this and do this and over there. And so I don't know. That shifter may be going. That might be going. Because I got a used shifter that my buddy gave me that we took out of his Nova. And I bought a new cable for it. And then I bought new bushings for that shifter too. So I was going to rebuild it and maybe put it in here. So I'll be able to tell Mr. LJ, LW, that, I won't say his name, you know, that, hey, I got your old shifter in my truck. But anyway, yeah, chances are that's probably going to happen. Right now at this point, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, God, I put that in there, now I got to take out, yeah, you know, one of those things. And I still think that I'm going to have to run a diverter valve here. I'm a little freaked out because in the summer, this is still going to be throwing warm coolant through here. And I got to stop it. So I got a funny feeling. And that's funny that heater kit, when I bought it, didn't come with one. Because I still think no matter what, you should have one on there. So I'm kicking that around, you know. put my choke cable on. That's all done. Still thinking about a fan shroud of some sort, but the problem that I'm having here is the fan, it's got an overreach on the radiator. So that fan shroud would have to be out here, and all the way around. The top here, well, no big deal, but I should really have a fan shroud. I mean, that makes one heck of a difference. I mean, this thing really pushes the CFMs, but I just, what if it's really super hot out? You know what I mean? My baby here, she needs I want it to be cool, right here. Well, you can see that's close. I don't know, maybe I could still put one in there. Let's see, how close is that? That's actually pretty decent there. If I went straight off and up. And then the top would have to be angled down so it can still pull the CFMs. It'd have to be angled down to the fan, up to the edge of the radiator so it can still pull it through these cooling coils. Well, this side looks okay. Maybe I could make one. Now I'm getting ideas again here, guys. What the heck? I thought I wasn't going to make it. Where did I think that? Yeah, I think I could pull that off. Okay, well, put that on the list. Okay, did you guys write it down? Okay, I made one for Old Red, and if you see on that other video, it turned out really good. But this one's a little more trickier. It's got a tall radiator in it. And I gotta angle it down from these fins up here, and then down to the fan so it can suck the air through these fins as well, and not put it across here, and then these aren't being effective. So, I don't know. I gotta figure that out. I guess, I just created another project again. Yeah. Well, I want this thing to be dependable, so I'm like, yeah. Another me-do list, not a honey-do list, but me-do list. Yeah. And, otherwise I gotta tune the carburetor up yet, set the timing with the laptop. I think the timing's off a couple degrees. Plus I've got 410s in the back. And I think eventually I'll be putting overdrive in there too. I don't know how long I'm going to like these 410s. I got 28-inch tall tires though, so that'll help out. Yeah, but otherwise than that, she's getting there. Working on legalities now, so gonna get her all legal. And once we do, then I can test drive it and tune it. I'm not going to tune it until it's legal. Until I got plates and insurance on it. Because I want to drive it, and tune it and bring it back and drive it. So, yeah. But I can tell already she's going to be a pretty fast truck. Quite honestly, I think this thing would probably beat my old 71 Duster. I think it's going to be. But, and yeah, I ordered my windshield wiper motors and stuff like that too. They like them too. They $100 for the pair, new ones. But that windshield though, still having problems here about this windshield situation. The glass, I could drive it down the road the way it is there on the side, but obviously I got to have a windshield. And everybody tells me, well, they're just gluing them in, But I really wanted that factory one because on the dash here, it's got a crank. That's your crank, and then the bottom of it opens up about yay far, 4 or 5 inches. I think that would be so cool to have that. This thing I had to delete. They got it so messed up, and it's not from the truck error. It's human error. They had these arms all bent to shit, and the outside of this is really nice, so I glued it shut. I figured I don't need this anyway, because all this is going to do is just blow water on my computer and everything. We don't need this no more. So this is what I did with it. You know, I think it's cool to have. And I seen on the internet one guy had this, it opened up with vacuum actuators, and then he had it so, then he had a hole in the firewall, and it went down to his air cleaner. So when you give her heck, it was like an old Mopar air grabber. This thing would open, and the air would just get forced in there, kind of like turbocharging the, probably gave another 10, 20 horse or 5 horse, I don't know. It probably did him some good, but no, that's too much work here. But it's possible. It is possible, again, on this thing. But what I like to do is I like to build a hood for this, too. That comes down about this body line. Comes across. I would like to do that, you know. But, I don't know. And that coolant jug, that could be lowered, too. That can go down about yay far, so that would give me enough room. Or I could just make it come from this bend, I suppose. And then just go right to this body line here. Yeah, that would work too. Just something to cover the motor up. Be kind of cool if it was raining, you know, something, you know. Anything on this motor can get wet. But, you know, the alternator, I wish it could stay dry, you know, and the belts, you know. But when you're driving down the highway in a rainstorm in a normal vehicle, those belts are getting wet anyway. And the coils are all sealed. Carburetor, well, you just got the scoop hole there. There's no distributor here. So yeah, you know, well, all my Hemis, I have run them in literally rainstorms that were just unreal. And they just purred right through them, you know. I noticed on that one coupe that one time, and the exhaust was steaming a little bit. I honestly think I was pressure washing the valves. It was so bad. It was so bad. Yeah, so need a hose back here, and then the air conditioning. I bought myself a recharge kit and a vacuum pump, and I've never done it before, but it was cheap, so hopefully I can charge this thing up. But again, there's no direction. How many ounces of R145 do you put in here? I don't know. So I sent the guy an email that sold me the system. I said, hey, there's no directions. I'm doing this out of the seat of my pants here. And this is getting old, buddy. You charged me a lot of money, and then this is what I come up with? I need to know how many ounces. And if you guys know how to figure that out, otherwise let me know, you know. Because I haven't cut no hoses, made anything short or anything. So whatever this system was recommended for, well, I just have to buy that, you know, for that, you know. Oh, yeah, let's just disconnect the negative battery. I know she's okay, but I just like to do that with a fresh wiring. You never know. But, yeah, I guess that's all I got to say. But, yeah, that's what I've been working on. Just little stuff, just all over. And, but I'm going to put, I think, 1-inch blocks in the back. So it's going to have more of a rake. And I'm like, oh, man. But I want to be able to pull a trailer with this. I want to pull that enclosed trailer and take all my stuff to swap meets and car shows. I think that would be neat to, you know, do that. So I have to make this thing work. And if it's 95 degrees out and hotter than heck, or your rainstorm is chasing you down and you're trying to get the hell out of there, you don't want no trouble. I've been chased down with tornado warnings, for God's sakes. And I said to myself, oh, while I patted the dash, oh, I'm glad I took the time and did this and did that and redid this and do that. And you know what I mean? That's when you're pulling your driveway and storm's chasing you down, you get her in the shed and you say, oh, we made her. And that's when you look at your job and you say, man, glad I took the time and did that. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know nothing else, I guess. But, yeah, so tomorrow I go get the drive shaft, put that on. I'm going to order my 1-inch blocks tonight. A new windshield frame loaded with a new windshield and seal is $9.85 plus shipping and tax, and I just don't want to pry my wallet open for that, but yet we could use that, and I think the truck is well deserving of it. So I don't know. I got sticker shock yet for that. I'm sure that's what I'm going to be doing, though, guys. I'm sure of it. You got a little bit of money, then everybody wants you to spend it, you know. But the truck is well deserving of it. You know. Like I say, it's not the best. I put those rocker panels. I kind of made this all match, angled it, you know. I don't know if you can see that at all, but actually it looks okay. I wish I didn't have to do this, though. The rocker panels that were on here were absolutely perfect. But nope, somebody had to sit on a pallet and smash them, and I worked like heck with a hammer and dolly and tried to bring them back, and I couldn't do it. So that's what I came up with. And I think it sucks, but it's not perfect. This ride is not perfect. But you know what? It looks okay, and I think it's going to be fun. Oh yeah, I didn't show you that. I put the dual exhaust, full of dual exhaust on here. I put that on there, and I put these tips on there. Let's see if it focuses. Come on, phone. You can do that. Here, let me wave my finger. Maybe that'll help. But yeah, you can't really see them, but I got a tip there, and I got a tip there. And I still got to build a stainless steel polished bumper between the two here yet, and I want to do that. So yeah, there's, you know, you always find more things to do on it. And it's so cold, you know, this should settle out once it's warm out. And I put that white vinyl stuff over this because so that way the chains ain't bump, you know, when they bump this. You know, it ain't a perfect truck. Looks better in video than in person, but even in person it doesn't look bad, but I don't want everything all beat to heck, you know. So yeah, yeah. So I got those little things I got to do yet, and then I'm going to work on insulating the interior. I got to help my neighbor out for the next couple of days. She's got to move out. She found out she's got Alzheimer's, and I feel so terrible for her, guys. I really do. One day she won't even know who she is. And I just feel bad. Say your prayers for her if you can. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got to put the glove box together yet. And, yeah. These are... Go over the AC lines, keep the heat in and keep the cold in them, you know. When I finish, then I'll finish putting that on. You can't see it here, but I put it on some of them already. But yeah, and yeah, that's where the glove box goes, obviously, you can see. So there's plenty to do. Steering wheel, I made that so it just pops off, so. Yeah. Bolt seats, they're working good for now. You know, we can always change things, and we will. But I got to keep my big ass, I got to keep it really close to the... So I fit in here. I know it looks like a lot of room, and yeah, it is a lot of room, but my God, I tell you, my big frame, I need a big spot. You don't want to drive comfortable. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe, and I'll update you again. But take care. I could use subscribers. I wish more people would subscribe. I've had over 56,000 hits in the last 24 days on my channel, but I can't get subscribers for some reason. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. I don't know. But yeah, sure could use it. But take care. Have a good time, guys, and hopefully you're having a good time on your ride. You know, I'm loving this truck project. I think this thing's come along really nice for my likings, and hopefully for yours too. But yeah, take care, guys, and yeah, have a good one. Bye bye.